Hello friends, welcome to another day down in St. George. It's kind of a rainy, overcast day. As I'm sure it's been for all parts of the world lately, it's very rainy. So, and cold and snowy, and at least in St. George it's not snowing. We got about 4 feet of snow like I do up on my land. Anyway, let me show you what's kind of going on since we were last here. So last time we were here, we finished doing the cement wall, getting that all done, taking the forms off, and we're getting ready to frame this up, and also to cut some, we got to cut the cement out so we can get the doorway going down in here, and then probably not this episode, but in another one we'll cut the doorway into the downstairs basement. And we're not in a huge rush with that. We kind of want to get this closed in first before we open up the house with a big hole in it. So let me show you what we've done so far. So I did come over here and we have been starting to excavate for our drainage barrel down below. A lot of people are kind of saying, well, why are you doing a French drain down in the bottom of your basement thing? We mostly do it as, I mean, it's a little bit overkill because you never know if it's gonna flood down in your basement. So I'm just putting it in there as a backup overfill. Because this sand, it's really sandy, so the water drains through it pretty good anyway, but if I give it a place with gravel and everything, then it'll be even better, and I don't have to worry as much about flooding the whole basement if the pipes freeze or something crazy happens. So we've dug a pit and then put that 50-gallon drum in there. I still got to put a layer of gravel down below the pit and then put the drum back in it, fill the drum up with gravel and rocks, and then put gravel all the way around the drum as well. So we've taken the drum and we've drilled some holes down inside there. So we've taken that drum, we've drilled holes around all the way around the outside edge, plus in the top and in the bottom. So we're gonna come in and put some gravel in there. And then once we get that done, then we can pour the slab down here in the basement too. So we'll work on that this weekend. Plus I'm working on doing the layout for the walls to go around this, which is exciting. Thing I like about framing is framing goes up real fast, so things seem like they get done quick when you're framing, because you do a lot of work and prep, and then all of a sudden, phew, wall goes up in a couple of minutes, and you're like, yay, my project's almost done, sort of. But at least it shows progress, and that's what we like to see. Having these walls done, we like to see too. The bad thing about this, and this is where it's going to be not so cool, doing the framing part. So when I worked as a framer, anytime the framing was off, it was great. We could always blame the guys who poured the cement. Oh, they poured the cement 3 inches off, or they poured it crooked, or they poured this or that. And it was great because we didn't have to take responsibility for our actions, I guess. So if we had a kind of twisted framed wall, we'd, oh, it's the cement guys. The cement guys could blame the excavator guys. You know, all rolls downhill. Unfortunately, I was the cement guy and the excavator guy, and my wall didn't turn out quite straight along there, so my board's gonna be lapping a little bit on one side with a lot more ledge on the other side just to get it straight. So my walls will be straight. Unfortunately, the cement part of the wall isn't as straight as I'd like, but you'll see once I get framing it up and putting it down and laying it out. So yeah, enjoy, come along for the ride, and help you have some fun. Alright, so what I'll be doing over here is I've chalked my line, get me close to the edge. It's going to have a little bit of overlap in some spots, like I said. Didn't do this quite straight, but so we have to do the sill plate first. I'm going to mark the holes on it and then drill them out. The holes are these bolts in here, so I will show you kind of my method of getting this in and getting it as straight as I can. And mess it up. Alright, so now that I've done that, left some little teeny marks right there in the board, so I know exactly where to drill that out, and then we can put it down. Of course, I'll put some foam seal in there to make sure that the bugs and everything don't get in as well, but we'll get on that too. So that puts us right on our line. Okay, so as you can see on this one, this wall is so not square, it hurts my eyes. So I'm gonna have to kind of balance it. Normally you'd want, if you're doing brick, you want to have a big gap over here to put your brick in. If you're just doing a flush up, which is we're doing, we want to have the sheeting come right to the edge here so the water will drain past it. Our problem is we got brick here, or cement here. We're not doing brick, so that's bad. But then on the other side, it's hanging over, which is going to leave a gap underneath the board for spiders and everything else. And then on the inside, we got a big, huge wall on there. So no matter which way we look at it, it's not pretty. But luckily Anna's pretty, so that's all that matters, right? Alright, so we're gonna tap that one into place as square as we can be. So I got squared up off of this other board. As close as I can get it to be, which is the best we can do. Hold that there.
That's probably things. Both in, I go where to be. So this is where it's at. So, a little bit. Are we ready now? Bring over here closer. Okay. Okay, so we're back done. Start measuring what's on in here. Alright, ready to go then?
Okay, so I've poured gravel in the bottom of the pit there. It's probably about 2 to 3 inches of gravel. Mark it. Like I said, the barrel has all those holes in it. So now I'm going to start pouring some gravel all the way around it, and then we'll fill the bucket up afterwards once we've got this situated. About, I may pull it up a little bit higher. Looks like I could get about 2 more inches of gravel underneath. So I'll pour the gravel around it, lift it up, jiggle it down, level it out. Well, we're half filled
On the outside.
on the outside.
Here.
Probably colder than that in. Oh,
Okay. Do you need me to go down there? Do you need me to come down here?
no, I need you on this edge of the wall. We're gonna put this down. So take this edge, go to that wall, right down with the wrinkle sides down. Okay, so now it's gonna go onto the bolts, but right where the log was. So move it a little bit more right to the edge. That. Okay, right to the edge down there of the wall. It's touching that wall. Yeah, okay, now. Okay, put that one on the bolts. So as you can see from last night, it rained quite a bit out here. Lots of fun mud to deal with. We did get a little bit more gravel in the pit. Luckily we can see that the water is not staying down in there. It's just building up out here, which we need to still landscape and stuff. So I finished trimming off, ripping that out so I could get my measurements so I knew my board length go across there. I still have to cut out the beams over there so I can attach the new truss lengths to the old trusses and have them come straight across. If we follow that line, kind of see how that one goes, see how they're connected in there. So I'm gonna go build the wall over on the driveway because I can't do much with it out here in the mud and the dirt. So I'm gonna build it over there, then haul it all the way over here and try to stick it up. the first wall done. Originally I was going to put a window right here in the middle of it, but it wasn't really a good angle for the sun or anything anyway, so it would have been just kind of a worthless window down into a stairwell. So I'm going to put windows on the other wall with the door and the window, so I'll get a lot of light in that direction anyway, which would probably be better. So I just need to sheet this up, haul around the back of the house, and hang it up. So we'll do that next. We got the wall in last night when it was pretty dark, and now it's kind of a pain, but we were able to lift it up, get it over on top of the bolts, get it braced into place, leveled up. I just need to build this other wall today, and hopefully I can get that done. So we got this one that'll come in here, go along there, and this one's just in, braced up. Then once we get that done, we can do the roof. So let's get started on this other wall.
Oh, that's some deep mud. I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, not on that. Which way do you need to go?
Okay, lower down a ½ inch. Get this part.
Towards you?
Towards me. This is hung up on that bolt.
You're still going your direction.
Get it? Now, that wall is plumbed in straight, right?
Close.
Just enough to nail it down, that's gap down there. How about you stand up in there and we'll pop down. Okay, so that brings us to the end of another episode of Sticky Situation. We got our walls up. We just need to sheet this one, but we had to finish getting the stuff off the side of the house here so we could actually nail it to the wall. Plus I have water pipes still coming through and electrical pipes still coming through, and I didn't want to move all those, so we'll save that for a not so cold and rainy day. But other than that, just sheet it up and we should be good, and then we can start on the stairs inside, pouring the little slab in the bottom. After we get the gravel in, pour the slab in the bottom. So that's the next part of the project. Hopefully we can get it all done in the next little while and get some stairs in so we can have the doorway coming down and so on and so forth. Lots of fun no matter what, which way you look at it. Good times this weekend in St. George. So a little wet, a little rainy, but that's all right. We worked through it. So thanks for coming along on this journey with us, and I really do appreciate all the likes and subscribes you guys have given me. I'd like to be able to share this channel with more people, so I really do appreciate that, and I appreciate you spending your time to watch my videos. So thanks again for coming along, my friends, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good week or a good year.